Hello students. Today we will see the reasons that were responsible for defeat of Indian rulers. Till now we have seen that Turks were able to manage, they entered into our Indian territories and they could defeat the Indian rulers and get hold of various territories of India. So let's see what were the reasons that were responsible for the defeat of Indian rulers. First and foremost, disunity among Indian rulers and frequent wars among them resulted in invasion of the Turks, which means there was disunity among the Indian rulers. They were constantly fighting amongst themselves. All their energy, all their manpower, all their resources were being used in fighting amongst themselves. So they could not pay attention at the borders. They were not bothered what is happening at the borders, and as a result, Turks were easily able to enter into our country. The next important reason is the caste system, which added to disunity amongst the people. As we have studied earlier, the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, they were considering themselves as superior to other castes, the Vaishyas and the Shudras. There was discrimination amongst the people on the basis of the caste. So as a result, they were all the people, the common people were not united. And this also resulted in dissatisfaction among the common people, as another reason was there that they had no contact with the rulers. The common man could not convey their problems to the rulers. Only the Brahmins and Kshatriyas were given an opportunity to contact the rulers. Also, to move ahead and rise ahead, Brahmins and Kshatriyas were given all the opportunities, whereas the common people were not given any kind of opportunities, so they were not satisfied and they did not have any contact with the rulers so that they could convey their problems to the rulers. Next reason is some Rajputs helped the Turks against their own country. So we can see that some of the Rajputs betrayed their own country and helped the Turks. As a result, as we saw in the last example, that Second Battle of the Rain, Muhammad Ghori could win the Second Battle of the Rain with the help of rival of Prithviraj Chauhan, that is Jaichand. So Jaichand was the ruler who betrayed his own country. So this was also one of the reasons for the defeat of our Indian rulers. Next is feudal system, which weakened the powers of the kings. Feudal system is where the king gives land, grants the land to people, to officials who take care of the land, and in return provide army, provide soldiers to the kings, as well as give tax to the kings. But since these landowners, they were the ones who were actually providing the king with the soldiers, they were the ones who were maintaining the army for the kings. So they themselves started becoming powerful, and the kings weakened, the power of the kings weakened. Next reason was the army of Ghori, the Muslim empire, the Muslim rulers. Ghori's army was well equipped. They had latest equipments, latest weapons, and their campaigns, their war policies were very, very planned. So Muslim armies also were moving on the horses, whereas Indian armies were using elephants. As you can see in the picture also here, Indian armies were still using elephants, which would in the time of crisis would put a wrath on their own soldiers only, and also the movement of the elephants was slow, whereas in case of Muslim armies they were moving on the horses, they were using better equipments, they were well planned, whereas the Indian rulers were using the old methods of war and equipments and were using elephants. So these were the main reasons for the defeat of the